Shadow of the Colossus is a game I love. Love playing it. I play it every year, or last few years I've played it every December as part of my Shadow of the Colossus and Last Guardian December thing that I do. And I love it every single time I play. And yeah, it's one of those games that when it first originally came out on the PS2, I never really played it. Never really got an urge to play it back then because, as I've mentioned before, my journey with games is quite weird. But eventually, once I got my PS3 and I saw that the Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection was a thing, I was able to finally play these two games. And obviously both didn't disappoint. Loved both. And obviously I love the Shadow of the Colossus remake. It's really, really good as well. But again, it's one of those situations where I've mentioned how much I do love these games every single time I stream them. And it just comes down to that mystery stuff that where Iwata just does a fantastic job of not telling you too much, and then you kind of unravel it as it goes, and you really, what you're doing in this game isn't really good per se, but you're doing it to save someone. Obviously, for your character, it is probably for selfish reasons, because, well, I'm the guy and girl, and I can save her, and we can, yeah, that kind of stuff. But you do it in the absolute wrong way, obviously. And what I love about the whole Forbidden Lands thing is they don't really go into why are they forbidden. Why? I mean, outside of a few little things, but they don't ever go quite into here's, whatever. And I've mentioned before, while streaming Shadow of the Colossus, I would have loved to have seen what that land was like, however long ago. Obviously, there was a civilization there. Like, I don't know, did they, that's just one of those things I really, really love about the game. It's just exploring the world, because that is one thing I think a lot of people tend to overlook when it comes to this game, is the exploration. Yes, you can probably finish the game, well, if you're on New Game Plus and have certain items that make it easier to kill the Colossi, you can probably just blitz the game in no time at all. But there's the amount of little extra stuff you can do. Go after the lizards, find the fruit. Just it makes you just adventure around this land, and I love that. You don't have to, it's not mandatory to do that. You can just play the game where you just go after the Colossi and that's it. That's fine. But there's a few things I still want to do in the game. I do want to eventually get all the hard time trials. That would be fun. Get all those items and then be able to climb up the main shrine. That would be cool. Because apparently last time I played, I apparently maxed out my stamina and HP, so I think I can do it. So, but so much about this game. And again, it's so simple. You know, the most difficult part is obviously the fights because, you know, they're basically giant puzzles. You know, how do I get up on here? Okay, that's how I get up. Where do I hit the things? And, you know, obviously it's kind of difficult to talk about because I've played the game as much as I have and have beaten the game as much as I have, and you know, I know where the weak points are. I know where to, you know what to do every time. There's certain things, like I know there's, you know, you can beat certain things in different ways, but yeah, that's cool. That is cool. You have different ways of beating certain colossi. I like that. But yeah, it's just a game that I love. I love about every facet of this game. It's just a really good one. And again, as I've mentioned with other ones, if you have not played this game before, I do highly recommend playing it because it is a wonderful experience to go through at least once. Or multiple times like I have. But you know, again, like I said, I like the ability of having those extra items. You know, you have to do the time trials, whatever. There's the normal and there's the hard ones, which I've never done the hard ones. I've done all the normal ones. So yay. But yeah. So I guess before we get on much longer, again, I highly recommend this game. It's really good. I love this game. And yeah, so thank you everyone for watching, and as always, thank you for being awesome. And until next time.